Hey friends, it's Eric and today we're poolside once again on this nice, beautiful spring day. Check out my new little friend right over there. That is the MOVA Diver A10 robotic pool cleaner. And she actually does something that I have not seen in any other pool cleaner. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you what that new thing is and all about her. So without further ado, let's dive in this water and see what she's all about. All right, first things first, I do want to let you know that MOVA has sent me out products previously, and this is not sponsored in any other way, as I do not allow sponsorships on any of my channels. Now, this pool cleaner I saw at CES, and I was quite surprised that MOVA is now getting in the pool cleaner game, although they are a sister brand of Dreamy, and Dreamy is a pool cleaner that I tested last season, which was one of my favorites, so I was glad to see their sister brand also getting into this. And I remember seeing it at IFA or CES for the first time, and there was one particular thing that stood out to me that was different than any other pool cleaner that I've seen thus far, and that was the wheels on the side. And they told me about how it had edge cleaning, and I wondered how it would work in a real pool, because most of the time when a pool cleaner does like the edges, it's going straight at them to go up the wall. But this one actually has a setting for edge cleaning. So inside the app, you can only do this in the app. By the way, you cannot do this manually on the robot itself. You can put it in edge cleaning mode and it'll go along the edges where a lot of dirt and debris tend to pile up. So having a specific mode to focus on that one area is extremely useful, especially when you quickly want to get it cleaned up and get the pool cleaner out and enjoy the day. Now, one thing to keep in mind as far as my specific pool goes is I do have a beveled deep end, and I noticed that when it went down there, it stayed towards the top of the bevel. Unfortunately, the dirt and debris tends to pile up at the bottom of the bevel, and unfortunately the pool cleaner just really didn't go down there. Sometimes it would fall down there, just depending on how it hit some of the bevels. It would fall down and then be able to get that edge, or when I put it in auto mode or full complete clean mode, it would obviously get all that area. But keep in mind, if you do have a bevel deep in like I do, it will stay at the top of the bevel and not at the bottom. But in the shallow end, it does a great, amazing job. I can definitely see this setting as being very useful. Now, the wheels on the side, on the right-hand side, they actually push in. I didn't see it get closer to the edge than any other pool cleaner, so I'm not understanding why those wheels are necessary. It's nice to have just in case, it does bump up against there. Having wheels on the side definitely makes it easier on like a pool like mine that has a liner. But the wheels on the left hand side has no use whatsoever. I've never seen this pool cleaner go on the left hand side whatsoever. I think they really just put those wheels on there for symmetry, as those wheels are never going to be used. Obviously, they can change things in a moment's notice with a firmware update, but those wheels don't push in like the ones on the right, just FYI. Now, there's 7 other modes inside the app, 8 total. 3 of those modes you can select on the machine, which are your most common, which is going to be your auto or complete cleaning mode. That's going to start with the walls and the water line and then move to the floor. There's a mode that you can select only the floor only, and then there's a wall only mode that you can select on the machine itself. Then inside the app you have walls, then floor only mode, which exact same thing as complete mode in my opinion. Then you have the edge cleaning, you have the ledge, which I do not have a ledge or a tanning ledge or a Baja shelf. There's a lot of different names for it, so I was not able to test that in this video. I might go to a friend's house and test that in a separate video, because I truly wonder if that works or not, because there's no sensors on the bottom of this and it's just using the camera. Then there's the eco mode and then a turbo mode, which I tested the turbo mode and I didn't see any difference whatsoever. It didn't clean the floor faster than the normal floor mode. And then the robot has a auto parking feature, which is really nice to have. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get this working for me, where Once you select a mode within the app, you can set a time for it to auto park, or at the end of the battery life, I think when it gets down to under 10%, it will auto park and stay there at the top of the pool for 5 or 10 minutes, so you can get in and grab it really quick without using the pole. But it never did that for me, no matter what setting I tried. Even when I just used the buttons on the machine itself, it didn't use the app at all. So hopefully they fix that in a future firmware update, but currently that is not working for me. Now the MOVA A10 seems like it only has one big sensor on the front that kind of looks like a camera to me. I can't see any other sensors on here that they call the PoolSense 2.0. There could be sensors on here, I just can't see them except for that big one on the front. And this does a good job of navigating your pool. They have something called Pool Navi Adaptive Path Planning, and it's going to do the walls like in a V shape, and then it's going to do the floor in S shape in one direction, then S shape in the other direction. Or actually kind of went at diagonal most of the time when it went the long way, and it does a really good job of getting the entire pool. Obviously, no pool cleaner does steps very well, and this goes up it maybe once or twice, but does not really clean it just like every other pool cleaner, but does a overall good cleaning, and I'm very happy with its cleaning ability. The only thing I would expect is with that big sensor or camera that could avoid some obstacles. I kind of vaguely remember someone at CS or IFA mentioning that it could, but my testing, it didn't avoid any obstacles until it pretty much hit it right away. So if there's toys that's left in the pool, or if there's a pool drain, and if it hits it, it then knows to move sideways and try to go around it, even though it's already way too late. And you can see that here in the footage. And I could not have it avoid anything. So whatever sensor that is, or whatever camera it is, if it picks up something, it's picking it up too late. Don't think that's a huge issue, because most other pool cleaners can't see it or avoid them either. I just wanted to point out that does not have like a good obstacle avoidance, doesn't avoid drains, but it will sense something that something's there and then just kind of turn out of the way, but it's too late at that point anyways. Now this will also clean the walls in the water line. This doesn't go horizontally on the water line, so it doesn't stay up there very long to get a good cleaning. Even though it gets up there very high, it doesn't stay up there long enough and scrub long enough to really go at it. So be aware this does not do horizontally on the water line. It just goes up in the wall clean and comes right down in a V shape. Now, when this does die, it's going to die at the bottom of the pool. Like I said, the park assist does not work currently. You get out the hook and you pull the pool cleaner out of the pool, which is nice and easy because of that big giant handle. And now you have to clean out the filter basket. It is pretty large, and they do have an ultra fine filter insert, but unfortunately it's an additional purchase. And then there's a secondary filter, which was kind of confusing to me because it's more around the outtake of the exhaust, or where the water gets exhausted out, but part of it gets pushed back into the main part, which is just totally confusing to me. And it has these like little doors that swing both ways, so I don't understand what this filter is for and why a filter like this would swing wide open. So don't understand why there's a secondary filter and why it swings, but it's there and I've used it, and it's just an extra thing to clean. Nevertheless, I don't know what it's really doing there and what it does or what it doesn't do. If you know, let me know down in the comments below. Then with the main filter basket, there's no secondary door on the bottom of it, so you have to kind of blow through the filter and kind of through the little access towards the bottom. Really wish there was some way to open this up. It would just be a lot easier to clean it. Nevertheless, spend the extra 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and you can get everything out. And then you have to charge this up, which, by the way, they say it has about 240 minutes of runtime. Don't know what cycle they're running this in, but in auto, where that's where I'm going to be testing my run times, is 2 hours and 10 minutes. So that's 130 minutes. Actually, it was 131 to be exact. So much shorter than the 240 minutes, but obviously you're going to get different battery life depending on what mode that you have this in. But I always test it in auto, which is its complete mode, which this just has walls and floor. It gets a water line in the wall mode. And this does not have a dock, which I don't expect in like the $500 to $700 range. Once you get above $700, you definitely expect a dock. So as long as this is priced right, I understand that there's no dock and there's a wire that you have to plug in the back, but that's mostly in that price range until you get more expensive premium pool cleaners where you expect a dock. This doesn't have that. Now for the pros, I absolutely love the dedicated edge cleaning. Keep in mind of the limitation that I had in my pool that you might also have in your pool. And I also love that big handle that's easy to identify and be able to grab it with the hook. Negatives that they can work on here is that there is a park assist that they advertise, and that does not work for me whatsoever. That'd be really nice to have even in this lower to mid-range price pool cleaner. And if you're wondering how she stacks up against the competition, this year I am doing a chart on my website that you can see how the testing goes versus the competition. If you want to see where she stacks up, definitely check out the link down in the description below and check out where she stands. Overall, this does a great job of cleaning my pool, and I can definitely recommend it as a low to mid-range pool cleaner for in-ground pools. But if that price gets too high, it's just too expensive for what this is. So keep in mind, price sensitive here because of what it has and what it doesn't have, but overall still a great cleaner. All right guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope this video was helpful. I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.